Hi all, welcome to another video lecture. In this video lecture, we will understand what is the function of selected value and values in DAX. So let us look at selected value. Selected value, it returns the value when only one value is selected. It returns the alternate result, which is an optional field, when multiple or no values are selected. So this is the basic syntax of selected value, where it accepts the column as an argument and an alternate result, which is an optional field. Okay, so generally this column you need to add it in a slicer. If you select one of these values in a slicer, right, only then the value will be displayed. If not, then blank value will be displayed by default, or if you mention any alternate result, then that value will be displayed there. This is one of the example. So in selected value, customer of country, so customer of country is one column, and in the alternate value we have this multiple countries. So if one country is selected, it returns that country. If more than one, it returns this multiple countries. But if nothing is selected, then it either returns blank or this alternate result. Let us go to values. It returns a one column table of unique values, including blanks from a column. It is often used in filters, slices, and row context. This is the particular syntax. So it takes one column as an argument. This is the example, values of product of category. Okay, so it returns a table of distinct category name, and that category name can include blank values. It is useful with iterator functions like sumX, averageX, and it is useful with count rows function. Okay. So this is the basic difference. Selected value, it returns a scalar value. It is best used in card visuals and conditional logic. If you look at the values function, it returns a table of values. It is used in iterators, filters, and advanced calculations. Okay. So let us head towards Power BI and let us see this more with clarity. Okay. So we have this particular table with us. Okay. This is the Walmart sales table. Let me delete this one. We have this Walmart sales table with us, and in this Walmart sales table we have this store ID and we have this weekly sales. So what we really want to calculate is that we want to calculate the total weekly sales for every store. Okay, but we won't be calculating it from the store present in this particular table. We have a separate table, that is table which I have created. Okay, and in this table we have the store IDs which is listed from 1 to 10. Okay, now what I want is whenever I select any store from this particular table, the weekly sales that is there in the Walmart table, that will be displayed. Okay, the sum of the weekly sales for that particular store, that will be displayed. So how will I do that? Generally, we definitely, if we have a relationship, okay, if I really want to do it, then I will establish a relationship between this table to this Walmart sales, which will be a one-to-many relationship, and I can go ahead and I can create a simple measure and I can add it, and then if I use it in this particular store ID, I can definitely go ahead and find out the value. That is one way. But what if there is no relationship? Okay, there is no relationship which is established. Can I still go ahead and do it? The answer is yes, we can do it, and we can do it with the help of selected value function. So how we will do it? Let's see. We will create this new measure. So we will create this new measure and I will name this as measure sales. Okay, and what I will do over here is I am going to create a variable. Let me name this as get ID is equals to selected value. Okay, and within selected value, it will accept a column. So I will give the column name as your table store ID. Okay, so what it will do, it will try to pick the ID which is coming from the table store ID. Okay, and I will return calculate sum of the weekly sales, comma, where the store ID coming from this Walmart sales is equals to the get ID. Okay, so in this way, using the selected value function, what I did, even if there is no relationship which is established, I still am able to connect the store ID of the Walmart sales with the store ID of the table. Okay, if I go ahead, click on connect. Okay, now within this you will see that there is nothing which is showing because nothing is selected. But if I go ahead and if I click on one of the values, see the value is displayed. Okay, if I go ahead, click on 3, it value will be displayed. But if I go ahead and click on multiple values, it will go ahead and store me blank. Okay, so this is probably the function of selected DAX. Okay, selected value function in DAX. Okay, even if there is no relationship, it will still go ahead and connect me my this particular key, that is a store ID key, right? Now let us go ahead and look at the value function. Okay, so what does the value function do? It will give us the unique values in a particular column. Okay, so if we go ahead to the table view, you see I've created this column, temp column, right? This one, and here we have only 2 values. Okay, so what will the values function do? That it will return me the unique values from this particular column, but it will also include the blanks. So let us go ahead, let us create one more card. Okay, and in the table, right, in this table, in the measure values, I have already created this measure values. So in the values, what is happening? We are getting this unique values of this which is coming from this particular column, that is column temp. If you want to see much in clarity, we can go ahead and we can go to this evaluate and we can click on values. And if I go ahead and if I click on run, you see these values are coming, right? And it has also included the blank value as well, right? If I go to this and if I go ahead and place this, measure values, you see it will give me the proper value. Right now only one store is selected, that's why if I go ahead and if I uncheck on that, it will give me value as 3. Okay, so that's it guys, that is the basic difference between the values function and the selected value function. Okay, so I hope you have really understood both the functions and I have been able to provide you with clarity. So if you really enjoyed this session, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Please don't forget to press the bell icon for notification. Thank you.